Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for another series, that is Aquascaping 101 for beginners. So I know this is not something that I promised you in my the previous videos, which showed an aquarium which is fully covered in red cyanobacteria, and I think it was around a month or something ago, and I haven't made any videos of it. But it doesn't mean I'm not gonna do anything about it. It's on hold. So what I thought was, if I show this series that is actually for beginners, you can actually understand many of the things, or like the basic science of what goes into an aquarium. So Aquascaping 101, the term 101 literally means the basic principles involved in doing something. This is actually a Western terminology that is commonly used in other countries, like English countries. And for example, if I say physics 101, chemistry 101, econ 101, like these are the common things like they use, like that is the basics of everything. So this series is entirely going to be about the basics of aquascaping, and with that this video is intended for giving you some highlights about plants, as well as a few myths that is still going on, because I have seen many videos on YouTube about carpeting seeds. So which among these are actually viable, or actually something you can use for your benefit for a long time tank which you need to keep. So with that intro, let us begin. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ തുടങ്ങുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് ഒരു കാര്യം കൂടെ പറയാൻ വിട്ടുപോയി. അതായത് ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ ഈ വീഡിയോ കണ്ട് അധികം മനസ്സിലാകുന്നില്ല എന്ന് തോന്നുന്നവരുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇതേ വീഡിയോയുടെ തന്നെ ഒരു മലയാളം വെർഷനും ഞാൻ അപ്ലോഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതും ഇതേ പേരിൽ തന്നെ വേറൊരു പ്ലേലിസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടാണ്, അക്വാസ്കേപ്പിംഗ് 101 ഫോർ ബിഗിനേഴ്സ് മലയാളം. അത് സെർച്ച് ചെയ്യുക, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എൻ്റെ ചാനലിൽ തന്നെ എത്തിക്കഴിഞ്ഞ് നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എടുത്ത് കാണാം. പ്ലേലിസ്റ്റ് എന്ന സെക്ഷനിൽ പ്രത്യേകം ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക. ഓക്കെ, അതോടെ നമുക്ക് ശരിക്കും ഈ വീഡിയോ എന്താണെന്നുള്ളതിലേക്ക് കടന്നു ചെല്ലാം. With the topic of the whole series cleared out, let's begin with the plants or the myths that are roaming around in YouTube and many parts of the world. The first thing being carpeting seeds, which are available on many online websites or apps, as you say, and people who use these have actually grown very beautiful carpets in the initial stage. But the whole process of achieving this and using this are totally different, because these two are actually tissue cultured plants which are actually made in a lab, which to make costs millions. And this also is a greenhouse or a farm raised plant with temperature, sunlight, humidity, nutrients, water flow, all these parameters under control. So actually, if these seeds are available for very cheap in the market, if these are available, then why do we need these plants for making an aquascape? That's the first question that should go to your mind. So I know I'm saying the word so many times, so please forgive me and please don't mind. The tissue culture cups or the plants are produced by getting a tissue from the mother plant and growing it in an in vitro or sterile condition with the nutrient medium, with optimum temperature and light. for many days so that they become like this, the one you see. This is Cryptocoryne Pink Panther. So if you just imagine the cartoon character Pink Panther, when this grows out, it gives a good beautiful pink color to your aquascape. This on the other hand is moss, which is actually not that famous, all around the world, but here it's available with StillWaterAquatics, and I consider them as the best in India. They produce the best these kinds of pot plants, that is the greenhouse farm raised plants and tissue culture plants. This Callicostella prabaktiana is a different kind of moss which is not commonly used in aquascaping, but it really does look good, and you will know once you try it out. Then coming to the topic proper, where do seeds come from? This is something you should ask yourself. Everyone who are watching this video should ask yourself, where do seeds come from? Obviously they come from flowers, and the fruits also contain seeds. But have you seen aquatic plants flowering? No, right? Because they are always underwater, and there are few plants, they will grow up to the top level of water and they will raise flowers, especially the one that I'm saying is a lotus, a lily, and few other plants. But in an underwater ecosystem, plants don't have the time or resources to spend so that they can reach to the top, produce a flower, wait for some insect to come and pollinate it, and then produce the seeds and disperse the seeds somewhere else so that they produce new plants. That is the basic philosophy of planting. And if you actually think about what you have studied during your botany classes in your school time, then you will come to know. So then, where do you get these seeds from? Or are they even really aquatic plant seeds? And the name itself claims that they are carpeting seeds. And why? The carpeting plants in an aquarium that you see never go to the top, produce a flower, and there is no pollination that is occurring in them. Then where do they produce these seeds from? Think about it, because it's a serious matter. And many people have put videos of using these seeds to show up an aquarium. Yes, of course, I've seen the videos. The aquarium looks really beautiful, but they are not actually aquatic plants. They are something else. They are terrestrial plants that produce seeds, and once you put them, you can never start with a dry start method with this aquarium. You should start with a dry start method during the seeding. But with this, it's not dry start. They'll fill up the water, plant and fill up the water. But with this, you have to use gravel or something as substrate, just wither these seeds here and there, and then cover the top of the tank with a plastic or something to retain the moisture. The moisture should be inside so that the plant seeds should sprout, and then they become a carpet. Then you fill up the water. But I guarantee you, if you search in YouTube and see aquascaping or the carpeting seed videos, have you seen anyone putting an update on those videos? Like after 5 months, 6 months, or 1 year, nobody has put any of that. Why? Because they are not even aquatic plants. They just come on, they just grow, but after sprouting, they'll come to know they are not living in air or outside. They are living inside the water, and they'll have no other way. They'll just wither off or die off. But on the other hand, these are actually aquatic plants that we can use for a long time, a longer period, maybe years together in an aquarium, until we decide, okay, I am done with this scape, so I need to do something else or rescape the tank. Even then also you can use these plants and take it and plant it somewhere else, or even use these in a new scape as well. So I think I'm about there, where you get an idea. These carpeting seeds are fake, so please don't use them. And also please don't use these to make a YouTube video so that you can show the whole world carpeting seeds are the best. No, they are not. Please stop it. With that much clear about carpeting seeds, now I know you to have the right to think. So now you can really think about whether you need these or these. Oops, sorry. For making an aquascape. And you might be wondering, actually, what are these two doing here? An aquascaping forceps, or tweezers, and a sprinkler, or because these are obviously aquatic plants. Even though they are immersed grown, they need to be sprayed frequently so that they remain wet or moist. So with that, I'll do one more thing which will be hopefully helpful. Many of you actually might know, but as I told, this is a video for beginners. This is called as a Java fern in a common name, but the scientific name is Microsorum pteropus. And on the other hand, you can see there is a similar plant with a different shaped leaf, or leaves, and this is the Microsorum pteropus Windelov. That is okay. I'm not going to be brief in description about this. As you have seen the names and spellings in the video itself. You can go and search for yourself. But I'll help you in one more thing, that if you get pot plants like this, how do you take it out and plant it in a scape? So first thing is obviously taking this whole pot beside. You can see this is the pot and this is the wool or cotton or something that is covering it. So you can see the roots have already grown inside of the wool. So nothing to worry, just separate it as it is. Sometimes they actually do come with rock wool or something like that. For that you need these tweezers, just to split them from the roots. So in this case I don't think we will need them, but still let us see. Okay, I don't think we need them here actually. Yes, this is separated. And the ferns, actually this is the fern, they need not actually be planted into the soil. They can be tied onto the driftwoods or the rocks, for example. And I'll show you something. If you can see, these are the roots which you see here, but still you see something that is extending, like in this part. See this extension, this is a rhizome. This will keep on growing and produce more plantlets. And if you want to produce more ferns or plants, oops, one fell off already. So this, see, it's a plant with roots, I can use this as well. Otherwise I can, see, this being here is a whole plant with a single leaf. I can even cut it here and then just use it as another plant. So that's how ferns are used in aquascaping. And also one more news for people in Kerala. There is a website called as Sri Padma. They actually grow plants like this, pot plants, and I don't know whether they have started the production of tissue culture plants like this. So if you just I'll drop the link in the description and you can search for it, or like click in the link and go directly, and if you want you can buy plants from there. And also all these were bought by me from StillWaterAquatics, and if they give me more plants in the future, like specific plants, like some plants are really special to give an intro, I'll be really even happy to. Adeep, if you're watching this, please take this into your mind. With that, this is your nature aquarist bidding you goodbye until the next episode. Bye bye.